So I think we're going to call this like mower maintenance marathon, or it's not really maintenance, mower repair marathon, something like that. Because what we got going on, this is, we've got several acres here. Some of it's pasture, but a lot of it is yard that gets mowed. We've got 3 yards that we mow, all family. And this is the main thing we use. Key got left on. Let's put the battery charger on it. But just happen to have the battery charger out. Just charge that one up. So let's put the charger on here. Float maintenance charger. Let's see how many hours this thing has on it. 1748 or something like that. Y'all got cut off. This mower has 774 hours, 774.8 hours on it. It gets used a lot. The problem it's got right now is it was getting hard to start, and so I knew that well, in its lifetime, it's had a starter put on it a few years ago. But it is hard to start, and so I know that the valves need to be adjusted. So it's kind of one of those deals, just never getting around to it, because it does start up. It just sometimes when you're trying to start it, you just got to reach back and you know, spin, grab it like that and help spin it a little bit, and it pops over and starts up. Runs good though. So I just need to adjust the valves on it. The compression release, once they get loose, the compression release doesn't work. But what's happened is the starter solenoid has gone out, so it won't crank over. So I've got, for this mower, a new starter solenoid. It's like 12 bucks on Amazon. And a valve cover gasket, because we're going to go ahead and adjust the valves on it. So that's what this one needs to get it running. This one has not been running about a year. You can see it's got 2 low tires. What happened to this one was the drag link fell off. It's got a grease zert on one end of it, right there. So that end's still good. This end, no grease zert, and it wore out. So it's got a bad drag link. I was mowing with it when it came off. So what I did to get it back, because you see it just falls off, I put a bunch of tie wraps on it, and I was able to get it back into the shop. So I ran out of space. So like I said, this one needs a new drag link. Picked it up on Amazon for like 30 bucks. This one was a freebie. You start it up and it over rev. What turned out to be was you can't see, but the throttle shaft broke on it, on the carburetor, just snapped in half, and it's allowing the throttle blade to go full throttle. And so we took a throttle shaft from an old junk carburetor and brazed the top part where the throttle linkage hooks up. Was different, so we took that off the original one and brazed it on this throttle shaft. So fix this carburetor. It's a free fix, but I guess when it over revved, it broke the drive belt. The drive belt was probably already in bad shape, and it probably threw it off, and it got caught up in something and broke it. So I picked up a drive belt for it. So what we're going to do, next series of videos, we'll be getting all 3 mowers going, because like I said, we have 3 yards here. and so we can use all 3 mowers at the same time. So we've been just using this one, but it just takes a while, you know, one person doing it all. So and it's a lot on this one, you know, things getting a lot of hours on it. And I wonder how many hours I used on. This one has an hour meter, but we got no battery in this one, so. I'm curious on the hours on it. So, no hour meter on this one. Let's see if this, I had the battery charger on this one. Let's see if it came up. Nope, battery's no good. So, I'm gonna have to jump that one off. Don't know if that battery will survive, but let's get started. We're gonna start with this one because, well, for one reason, it's blocking all the other ones in. So, but it's the most important. It's the one that's gonna get used the most because it's the easiest to use. The 0 turns very nice. And this is a John Deere Z214 or Z225. So we're gonna pull this off, and we'll pull probably this guard off here so we can easily get to the valve cover and adjust the valves on it. This one, I need to tear this motor apart. The motor mount bolts loosened up, and it broke one ear off of the one motor mount ear on the bottom of the motor off. So it's only got 3 bolts holding it in. It's been like that for about a year though, and it's still doing well. But my plan is, one winter when this isn't being used, is to look on eBay, buy a bottom half of the motor. It unbolts. It's the crankcase, but it's not, you know, it's about that deep, and bolts to the main engine block that has the cylinder and everything. And on a horizontal, or on a horizontal shaft motor, it would be like the side cover. So it's like the bottom cover of the motor. To buy one off eBay and swap onto this motor. But for now, it'll get used as is because the 3 others are holding. So let's get all this stuff out of the way so we can get to the valve cover and get it replaced. Actually, I think the first thing we'll do is replace the starter solenoid. So let me get in there, and it's got 2 bolts that hold it on. It's under the fuse box. Hang on, we're gonna make this a different set of videos.